Welcome friends. I think this is finally it. We have just a couple of days before we're going off to Maruki's palace to face him, to finally battle him and finish off Persona 5 Royal as we know it. I'm so interested to see how he's going to come to terms that his idea of a perfect reality, of a utopia, isn't what everyone else wants to see, and how he's going to basically come to terms that, you know, everyone being happy, giving everyone what they want is just not actually how people want to live their lives, and they don't want to be controlled in that way. They want to be able to face these hardships and be able to self-soothe themselves, basically. Sounds like they're babies. But they want to be able to navigate life on their own, and I really don't know how this is gonna play out. I know it's gonna be emotional. I'm a little worried, but if you're new here, welcome in. I'm Freezy, and this is my first playthrough of Persona 5, and you're coming in at the end. I imagine you're coming in at the end because you were very interested to see the very high, like very, very high chance of tears. And to that I say, you're sick. What's wrong with you? Like, spend an hour with me first. Come on. you can't just do that to me. But, you know, if you've been following along for a while, welcome back. Always great to have you here. I come here. But I just want to say a quick thank you so much for following along. You know, it's been so exciting to be able to like look forward to looking at comments, people's inputs, like people who are starting the game and playing along with me, people who have played multiple times. So many like veteran Persona players have played so many along with the series. I hope to be you very soon. But it's no matter who it is, it's been so fun beginning to share this experience with you all. I just want to say that when I say that I'm ready for this, I mean I'm not mentally ready. I mean I'm only physically ready because I brought the tissues this time. I came prepared. And please just know that whether you're watching this the day that it came out or it's 2 years later and you're just picking this up, this series, and you decided to watch through the entire thing, that you literally just watched me experience one of my now favorite games of all time for the first time. And that's just so wild. Oh no, it's already starting. I need help. So anyways, we're gonna get right into it. We left it off with a couple of days left. It's actually the night of the second day, so we won't have to do too much, but I did want to, we gotta say goodbye. We gotta say goodbye to our friends. And by our friends, I mean, we're gonna go hang out with Chaya. Absolutely not. Let's see, we're not gonna be able to see anyone from the thieves out in the world, so let's go try heading up the jazz club and we'll ask someone on a cheeky little date. We gotta hang out with Futaba. It's gonna be like one of our last times.
I see.
Okay, tonight's cocktail is a saltini. Let your soul open up with a cocktail and take yourself to the next level. Sounds pretty good. And then there's no jazz singer because literally this world ends when I end. And that's how I feel after I finish this game too. Okay, let's go call Futaba.
Oh,
We gotta hang out with the girlfriend. I feel like the thing that's gonna make me the saddest is just like knowing that I really can't say bye to like these characters. It's gonna be very heartbreaking. Girl, you wore that to our date? Come on. At a fancy jazz club? Futaba, please. Don't make me regret my decision. There's a lot of hype underground. This is getting real good.
this drink.
What is this flavor? Supreme or ultimate? Whatever it is, it's good.
Hey.
Internet, games, anime, all of them come with the cost of time, but I like them all. I want to be able to enjoy all of them equally. If only I could copy and paste myself. Oh, but we all share one brain, of course. Naturally. I feel like sometimes Ryuji and I share a brain cell, really.
That's...
Oh, I gotta go home soon. Sojour's gonna start worrying. It's not bad spending a day outdoors every now and then. My thanks, Rogue. Oh my god, I think all her stuff is based off of luck, right?
All right.
And it's the one thing that we didn't get. Amazing. It's okay.
Okay?
I wanted to treat her out to some drinks. It's fine. I feel like my biggest worry about this is that I'm not gonna get a sense of closure with people, and I feel like that's very apparent with like
Senpai?
with like a why. Like I want to finish off his story. Good morning, Rogue. So today is the day Dr. Maruki is supposed to contact us. Are you all right?
No.
Oh, I'm fine. They gave her the voice line that says no, and she says, I'm good. I've just had something on my mind. I need to think about it a little more. For now, we should get to school. The sad tracks too. This music's gonna get me emotional, everything. Even Kawakami, the top of her head, get me a little emo. If he's coming, it'll be today. I'm so nervous. Same. I can't focus on class at all. And how's that any different than usual? Shut up. I mean, I seriously can't today. I even tried. All that's left is the fight. You know it. We've been so blessed with our cool composure. Rogue, you're the one Dr. Maruki is likely to approach. If that happens, make sure you handle it just as we planned. This is Rogue here. We ain't got nothing to worry about. I know this is a lot to bear, but can we ask that you make the call for us if he does show his face? Leave it to me. Let us know right away if anything goes amiss, okay? What's Maruki's next move gonna be? Even I'm starting to get a little antsy here. I keep thinking, like, what if we don't end up fighting him? But like, how anticlimactic would that be? I guess we're gonna have to wait for Dr. Maruki to make contact with us. Is it gonna be today? Senpai? Dr. Maruki's supposed to contact us today, right? Before that happens, there's something I want to tell you. Do you have any time today? It seemed like she wanted to talk to you earlier this morning too, so maybe you should hear her out. So, what's it gonna be? Do you want to see Sumire? Oh, is this... Would she get a third awakening? She literally just got her second. Let's go see. Great. Shall we meet up first? Preferably somewhere we can relax and chat. Sorry for all the trouble. Hope to hear from you soon. I'm curious. I feel like it has to be. The bedroom, y'all. You know what that means. It means a couple things, but... This is the first time I invited a boy over to my house, so I'm kind of nervous. It's nice and tidy. Like, almost like immaculately so. Thank you. People always say a messy room means a messy heart, so... I asked you here today because I wanted to tell you my decision. This is where Kasumi and I promised each other that we'd be the best in the world. Pretty much everything in here is the same in Kasumi's bedroom. The colors are different, but not much else. That's how it always was. Kasumi kept saying we should get to the same styles, the same clothes. She really loved you.
Yes.
Yes, so when I lost her, I was just into shock. I could talk about it now that I have become some distance from it, but before, I was too... Honestly, in the grand scheme of things, I'm grateful for Dr. Maruki. Ooh. Grateful for what? Well, he showed me it was possible to live my life the way Kasumi lived hers. I ran away from who I really was, sure, but I kept living as Sumire. I'd probably never have talked to you, and I'd still be crying every day. Becoming Kasumi helped me come into your life. And because everything happened the way it did, I found ways to go back to being Sumire, one step at a time. I think I really needed that time I spent as my sister, and that's why I'm grateful for Dr. Maruki.
But...
And that's why I have something to tell him too. Or rather, I want to show him that I found a way to face reality. If Dr. Maruki sees how far I've come, I'd like to think that I might give him the strength to do the same. I'll be there to help you.
Yes.
Yes, I'll be the strongest Sumire Yoshizawa I can be. We literally just got this persona. Now we have to give her up. Oh, literally like a Sumire and Kasumi, like, mix up. She looks like a bride.
This is...
Listen, that's a little presumptuous, I gotta say, persona. This is my power.
All right.
To Ella. Thank you so much. If I hadn't met you, I'd never have found the strength to face myself. I hope we'll always be able to count on each other. That way, I won't ever lose myself again. We'll move forward together.
Yes!
Wherever you go, I'll follow.
Thank you for bringing me here.
Oh, it's gotten so late. Thank you so much for coming over. The Veil of Sunrise. Greatly increases the chance of an ally not being down when attacked? Huh? Hello? Like, she can just let people survive. And look at all the petals just like floating around her. She's so pretty. Okay, severe damage to one foe 2 times. What do we have? Colossal damage. Yo. Increases the chance of critical? This is not an easy pick, I feel like. Severe physical damage to all foes. And there's 1 colossal damage with a high chance of critical. And she has a... Oh. I thought she had something that increased her chances for a critical. Oh, it's right there. I think we're gonna keep it, right? 144, 121. Okay, well. But the technical damage, that's what I'm worried about. Listen. It's fine. Items exist for a reason, right? That's why we have Takemi. What is this?
Ah, you're back.
Well, I know it's a bit early, but I think I'm gonna close up shop for the day. We were so busy today, I ran out of all my ingredients. I don't even remember the last time that happened. Weird, huh?
Make sure you close up.
Don't forget to lock up. Tomorrow's finally the day. We've already secured the route to the treasure. No problems there. All we have now to do is wait. Sweet, we're gonna rock this shit. Yes! Oh, I wanted to ask you something. Has Dr. Maruki contacted you yet? Not yet. I see. I suppose waiting is really our only option. You're right. If anything comes up on my end though, I'll get in touch with you all. See you tomorrow. I feel like Makoto is always like the last one to respond to something.
My apologies for calling so late.
Oh god, we were just talking about you, sir.
This is Maruki, by the way. I'm actually rather close by. Would you mind lending me an ear? There's something important we need to talk about. And if you do intend to confront me, I believe there's something you have to give me first.
Me? If we must.
Thank you.
I feel like we should tell someone that this is happening, you know?
I'll be at the cafe shortly.
This is...
See you later.
We gotta at least have the buddy system or something.
All of that. Just as we suspected, he knew he'd have to get a calling card.
Oh, that's what we give him.
No clue how this meeting is going to go down. Hey, just make sure you keep your guard up, okay?
I was thinking like, you have to give me a piece of your mind. Like I had no expectations. Why is there no music? I hate this. It's finally time to face Maruki. Be ready for anything.
Hey!
He's finally coming. Are you mentally prepared? I already told you all that I am not. I have admitted that in the beginning of this video. What? Okay, this makes me feel like I need to be like prepared to fight too. But I don't know why. I'm gonna get my like team ready. I don't know what that would mean. Sumire, On, and I think maybe Ryuji. Okay, I don't know. Let's...
Hey!
I'm being a clown. I'm so sorry.
I should write something.
I'm gonna save, actually. You know, lucky spot number 14. I don't know why I moved it all the way down here.
Hey!
That part of the ride is also over. Okay, let's go. Have you respond to Maruki? I trust you. I know you'll make the right decision.
Sorry for the last-minute visit. How's Yoshizawa-san holding up? I've been concerned about a potential relapse, considering her difficulties with accepting this reality.
She's one tough lady.
You know, I would love for that to be the truth, but people can't maintain their strength forever. So, getting down to business.
That was a
I
weird
wanted to confirm
response.
with you one last time. Is there no other way to come to an agreement besides fighting?
We can't accept this reality.
The reality I created may seem distorted from your point of view, but it's a reality where everyone is happy. If you just stay, you'll never have to suffer the pain of loss, or the pain from having people and things stolen away from you.
So what was stolen from you?
So, you saw what happened with Rumi. I'm not the one who suffered. She is. But she's still living a wonderful life right now, in this world you call a distorted reality.
But she still doesn't remember you, right? And you're fine with that?
Okay, more importantly, is she fine with that? Like,
She may not be in my life anymore, but at least her own life is a happy one now. I'm not just doing this for Rumi. I want all of you to live just as happily as she is, but for Rumi's happiness to last, I have to move on. After all that's happened to her, to me, I just can't drag her into it.
Doc.
My stance will not change. Strange circumstances have led to my gaining this power. However, I now recognize it as being wholly inevitable. This is something only I am capable of doing. I promise. Every person alive will be happy in the world I create. So, let me ask you the same. After really considering every option, do you have any doubts about your views?
not at my life, but for Yusuke's life, I do. Okay, so what are you getting at?
I suppose it's more accurate to ask, do you two gentlemen have any doubts? You're here, aren't you, Akechi-kun?
He's always here in my heart.
Akechi.
You caught me.
What is going on? I mean, obviously I thought he was talking about Morgana. I was like, what does Morgana matter? I mean, he matters a lot. He's very useful.
Oh, it was just a hunch.
This guy.
This issue doesn't only affect you, Akechi-kun. This involves you too.
Both Akechi and me? I swear to God. Does he know?
What do these two have to do with...
Why would Akechi know?
The relationship you two share is very unusual. A detective and a phantom thief. Despite being enemies, your relationship isn't based on hatred or ill will. That's why I found it so tragic when I learned what happened in Shido's palace.
You bastard! So, my final enemy is a puppet version of myself.
You're fucking kidding me. I'm not.
Say, didn't you regret how things ended with him? You two came to a deep understanding of one another. Yet you had no choice but to leave Akechi-kun to his fate. That's why I created a reality where you two could have a fresh start together.
After all this, that's what you have to say. Seriously.
Too soon for this. It was
You
too
really
soon.
That would mean the Akechi in the real world is...
Get what I'm saying? I genuinely didn't want to tell you like this. I didn't want to make it seem like I'm holding him hostage. But no matter what you may think of me, I just want you all to accept this reality and move on with your happy lives.
And that matters how, exactly? Don't tell me you think dangling my life before us is going to have any impact on our decision.
So you knew, you son of a...
Well, I
How?
lacked conclusive evidence, but after I fought against you all, I had a gap in my memory that ended with meeting up with him again. There were also the cases of Wakaba Ishiki and President Okumura. Of course, I'd find all of that suspicious.
I see. I had a feeling the truth of the matter still wouldn't dissuade you, Akechi-kun. But how about you? You think dangling my life before us is going to affect our decision? That's what Akechi-kun said a moment ago. If that's how you see it at this point, I'm fine with it. But I'm still going to ask you, one last time, will you accept the reality I create for you? You were the guiding light to my research. You showed me the way so I could make my dream into reality.
Can't stop shaking
I
my
have
head at
nothing
this.
but gratitude for you. Not a single ounce of ill will. That's why I wanted you, of all people, to understand. Perhaps I shouldn't ask you for an answer on the spot like that. I'll be going now.
You forgot something. nerd.
Ah, that's right. I've heard you're calling.
God, looking him in the eye and giving him that calling card.
And about my question. Let's do this. I'll be waiting in the palace tomorrow. Just as I promised. If you still haven't changed your mind by then, we'll meet there. But if you don't show, I'll take that to mean you've accepted my reality. See you.
Toodles.
What are you gonna do?
I'd like to speak with him.
Akechi.
Sorry.
Gotcha.
It's fine.
I'll leave the decision up to you. Let me know when you've reached an answer.
I will carve my own path for myself. I refuse to accept a reality concocted by someone else, stuck under their control for the rest of my days.
I cannot believe that from the, I mean, I don't know at what point he really figures it out. I guess when he did see like Wakaba, but that means from the beginning he was just trying to get, like, he was like, you brought me back from the dead, and like that's not my fate. Like I got what I deserved, or I like, he fully lost and he wants to accept that, which is insane. And just y'all, again, this was a joke. I didn't think that. You can't tell me they're not meant to be boyfriends. That's all I'm gonna leave it. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, but then you'll.
So what? That's the path I chose. All you have to do is stick to your guns and challenge Maruki. Or are you really so spineless that you'd fold over some bullshit trivial threat on my life?
This isn't trivial.
It is. Do you think I'd be happy with this? Being shown mercy now, of all times? I don't want to be pitied. This isn't something I'm debating with you. Your indecisiveness on the matter is essentially a betrayal of my wishes. I want to hear you say it aloud. What do you intend to do?
Ooh. If we fight against Maruki and win, we'll return to the original reality. God damn, he used the I'm not mad, I'm disappointed.
I won't wait a moment longer. Answer me.
I mean, I just want to see. I just want to know what happens. We're stopping Maruki.
All right. I'm relieved to hear it.
God.
I will never accept this form of reality. I'm done being manipulated.
Oh,
Let's
so
go back
good.
to our true reality.
A Robin Hood Loki fusion? It looks just like him. It literally...
This is great. I feel so alive. I'll sow chaos as far as the eye can see.
I'll sow chaos as far as the eye can see. If this man's not named Batman, I'm gonna be upset.
All right.
Hereward? Hereward. I don't know her. Yo.
What's a life worth in a reality that was cooked up just to satisfy someone else? I say none. We have to win this. No matter what.
Oh my god. I'm already crying. I don't want to do this. There's no going back now. Okay, what? You don't know about file number 14. That's my thing. All skill slots are currently full. Ingenuous Spirit may decrease SP cost of allies support almighty skills by half. Almighty skills? Colossal damage to one foe and highly effective if one foe is downed. Brother. Okay, so this is only against one person. Riot gun? I don't use this. Do I regret that already? No, quite possibly. There's just so many good abilities you get at this part in the game.
All right, we're all here. It's time. Our final battle. Maruki came by Leblanc last night, so we gave him the calling card.
I doubt Maruki is still interested in discussion. You realize there's no backing out now, right?
Ain't no way we're gonna run now. We're gonna confront Doc in his palace, show him what's up, and go back to our own reality, right?
God, you know what's crazy is that he didn't tell any of these people that Akechi's about to again, you know? Okay, let's do this.
Right.
It appears we're all ready.
It's time to take back what belongs to us. Our own reality.
What if this is like... Whoa. Oh. Okay. Let me breathe first. Y'all, what the heck? Now I feel like we gotta bring Akechi too. Maybe those were... Stop. What is happening? Oh, so good. Okay. I think maybe we do this.
Do you have a moment?
I'm counting on you, and we'll switch with Ryuji.
That settles it.
They both gotta be here for this. Okay, and then real quick before we go in there, I want to take a look at the personas. Not mine. Mine are old news now. Come on. What am I doing? Okay, so background, here you go. The legendary Saxon who opposed the Normans during the conquest of England in the 11th century, said to have been the basis for tales of Robin Hood, called Hereward of the Wake for his watchfulness. He's literally Batman. Look at this. Are you kidding? And then like the blood RH on his chest, that's wild. And then the fact that hers is completely white in comparison. True name of Cinderella's heroine, Cinderella, was the derisive nickname born from her hard work of always leaving her dusty inn city. After marrying her prince, she became Princess Ella. I don't know if I knew that. Oh, that's so good. Okay, yo, we gotta.
I should write
we gotta
something.
do this. All right, we're going in. See y'all on the other side. Why am I doing this, y'all? I'm like distraught. I can't do this. It's okay. We'll get the bangers just for a little bit longer. I was kind of hoping there would at least be like an afternoon left, and we get to do like another jazz club moment with Akechi too. No such luck.
Let's go.
Only objective today is stealing the treasure. Let's go. Of course Akechi knew. Like, this is ridiculous. It also makes more sense of why he's like, we have to do this together, because truly I have no choice. Ugh.
I see you made it. Come on up. I'll meet with you at the center of paradise.
Oh my god, the apples. So it had nothing to do with his story. It had to do with Adam and Eve. Can finally move on from that now that we have some stairs. Let's end this. Right. Oh my god, this is so beautiful though. What the hell? Once we pass through here, we won't have any choice but to confront Maruki.
Joker.
You ready?
Yes.
Let's do it. Woo. Okay, now here's the thing. We could have done that from the beginning. Insane. Okay, why do I...
Oh yeah!
We're all ready. Let's do it, Joker. Try exercising more patience this time. No way is that happening. I think everything will be fine. It's basically the same we always do. Why are y'all so slow? Can y'all go faster? Akechi, what is this? You're gonna let me win? We're racing to murder you right now, and then you're just gonna let me take first place? How unlike him. He must be really at his wit's end about it. Are those blinking?
Thank you for coming. It looks like I have your answer.
I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. All this means is that we both have something we can't allow to fail. Let's begin.
Just like that?
If you win, my heart will be changed. However, if I win, my reality becomes the true reality. I will overwrite all of existence with my own cognition. I'm not holding back anymore.
What the?
Just as you have your own beliefs, I too have no intention of changing my plans for reality. No matter what happens to me in the end, I will fix this torturous world. That is my own rebellion.
What is this?
His apparel just...
And I believe you called forth your power like this. Persona.
What? Oh, this is wild.
No way! So Maruki really does have a persona.
I'd regret not pointing this out to you. You shouldn't mistake our powers as being equal.
Cannot believe that's his fit. This is wild.
It's time, Azathoth.
Azathoth?
Our final battle has come. My persona guides me.
Dr. Maruki.
I cannot believe this.
I have to do this.
Like, the fit specifically is
guys! Get ready!
absolutely wild. Okay, so... Oh, there's both.
Next up.
What do we do about that? Okay, let's, make sure we block magic for ourselves first. And then On will do defense up.
Persona!
Ooh. Why'd she get so speedy? Alright, hopefully we can actually keep Akechi and Sumire for this, because
Persona!
it's gonna be very satisfying. Okay, maybe we'll spend the first turn
That should do.
boosting as much as we can. I don't think Sumire has anything that can boost, but...
Let's dance!
Alright. Five?
Enchant us, Ella!
How did I not notice that the first time?
Good job, Violet!
Okay.
No way! The persona blocked for him? This persona's definitely trouble. Go for it!
Good
On to
call.
the next!
I'll break them.
So that's physical on him? Or what is that, a hand?
Kill them, Hereward!
Raining seeds?
You...
No way. Okay. It's only at 650 health. I kind of went overboard with that one. A little bit.
There.
Persona! I feel so powerful.
Okay. So, I think after this one, we just go all in. We start wailing. Although...
Strong and immune to physical. It's strong. It's strong and the opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless.
Fear my power.
This is, oh god.
Close down! We need backup here!
Now what the hell? Who did that?
Strong and immune to... It's strong and guns won't help.
Replenishes?
Persona, careful!
Okay.
Ella! Yay, Violet! You went right for its weakness. Please, not done yet! Got Persona! Dance, Celestine!
Okay, so someone's gonna be weak to fire. We just have to find what the weaknesses are first. Oh my god. On? You're insane.
Let's go!
Here it goes.
Time pass! Nice!
Persona! By the myriad truths.
Not bad.
I mean, I shouldn't get too excited about that, right?
We've only just begun.
Okay, that's what I was thinking the same thing. No, no worries, no worries. I gotta do something about Akechi.
So let's move on.
Huh? He's getting stronger? Be careful! What was that just
And now
now?
all the hands be back? No magic attack skills?
Persona!
What? That's ridiculous. Okay, well,
Metatron!
I'm thinking. I think Sumire will use an item on Akechi.
All right.
No magic attack skills. Hold on, you should heal Sumire actually.
Thank you so much!
Ooh, what item do I even have to revive someone? Oh, lots.
Can I use this?
Nice.
They've got a death wish.
Crow's got some moves!
That didn't even touch on. Why'd that only go for 3 people?
Too slow.
And Panther dodges with grace.
Stop! Stop this! Oh shit, okay.
Let's go. Something else.
So now all the arms are still up.
Sona.
Okay, he's physical on everyone. I want to find weaknesses.
Sora. You're mine.
Don't kill me!
2 enemies floored. Not bad, Joker.
2?
Yours.
Not done yet. I'll get him. Celestine!
I feel like surely Bless will be good, right?
All yours.
Allow me.
Get him.
I'll break them.
Colossal to 1 foe.
Hereward!
I probably could have just meleeed him normally and he would have died. Damn it.
Get
Okay, you need to heal Akechi. Why is it? You know.
Nice timing.
Remember when I took items away from him because I knew he was gonna leave my team?
Fear my power.
Is that what's happening here?
Manifest.
Oh shit! This is only 1 person.
Dance, Persona.
Okay, let's see what happens here.
Victory is ours. They're too strong.
Why does he have like 8 attacks in a row?
That hurt.
Methinks Morgana might
I
be
know something
needed,
that'll protect you.
but we'll see.
Takamaki-san, didn't you always want to protect your friend?
No, don't talk to her. Get out of here.
Abandon such a pure dream when it's right in front of you.
going to keep living our lives on our own strength.
I'm fine. I'm fine. Unable to baton pass.
Persona!
Brother, what are you doing to me? Okay, we're gonna use more attack so we can figure out what his weaknesses are, I think.
Baphomet!
Ooh, is this bad?
This. Come!
We'll try it.
There!
2 enemies floored. Not bad, Joker.
I forgot already.
They can't do anything? Something's not right here.
Damn,
We've almost won. Pass the baton and switch attackers.
every round we're gonna be limited. That's wild. That's absolutely wild.
Persona!
Okay, let's stick to this guy real quick. Or
Metatron! You're mine.
4? What do you mean 4?
Let's do this!
Get out of here.
Celestine!
Oh, I can't baton pass.
Persona!
Listen. This is not an easy habit to lose here. Okay, so not weak against curse.
Persona!
Severe everyone?
Let's finish this.
Oh shit.
It's nothing.
Saw
Crow
that.
got knocked down.
Okay,
He needs cover.
okay. I have not done any stat
too
stuff in a
strong.
minute. Man, as much as I want to finish this off with Akechi and Sumire, I don't know if I can do this with them.
Support's on the way.
It's gotta change, I'm sorry.
Persona! Not that.
Okay, but we can melee now. It's this little one. Block!
Persona!
I don't know how to play this game, yo. Why has no one told me?
Crow's up again. It's payback time.
I'll break them. Die already.
There it goes. Good one, Crow.
Wake up!
Ooh,
I'll return the
he threw
favor.
his back into that,
If you
yo.
pass the baton, you can hit the foe's weaknesses.
Don't
All
mess
right,
up.
I'll handle this.
Okay, so Colossal. Which one is it? This guy.
Ella.
Nice.
Strong and immune to physical
Weak to
strikes.
gun.
Brute force won't work. It's powerful. You'll want fierce ice
Weak
attacks.
to ice. What else do we
The
have?
opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless. It's all you. Here, mine.
Okay, and then do I have the ice thing?
Panther knocked one down. Looking good. Baton!
Okay.
Pass the baton! That was perfect!
Come!
Wait, hold on.
The opponent is strong. Don't hit strong. The opponent is strong.
Bless is
tough,
fine.
But weak. It's
I don't know
strong.
about Bless
The
for
opponent
y'all.
is strong. It's powerful.
I think we have to use
Persona.
Almighty just in
Fierce
case,
ice attacks.
because I'm scared. Wait, do I have an Almighty boost with this guy? I don't know my personas anymore, y'all.
That's not right.
Oh no. No, he doesn't.
Izanagi no Okami! All will be revealed! Not bad. I won't lose!
Dance, Persona! The opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless.
469. Oh, come on.
They're too strong.
3? Sick of it. I'm sick of you, sir.
I can't deny that you're all strong, but that's exactly what's making you suffer.
That's exactly what's making you suffer? What is wrong with
It's
you?
time to end this. I'm going to save all of you!
He literally just wants to use glove hands on everyone now. Like, that's like a completely
Bro,
different thing.
Be careful. I'm picking up multiple readings beneath you.
Beneath you? Shit, what do I do? I feel like,
Persona!
we should... Maybe you'll be...
Let's run. Persona. This one.
She should have done defense for everyone, maybe.
What are you doing?
Ooh, bless you, sir.
Thanks.
Well, he's actually weak to that, so... No, bad idea, bad idea. I'm sorry. No!
Let's dance.
That was not gonna work. Okay. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Who are you healing?
Akechi-kun, don't throw away your life. If you're with him and his friends, you could begin to atone for what you've done.
I would love to hear his response to that.
Enough of this high and mighty bullshit. You're pissing me off.
Man, I
Let's
want
go.
a showtime after every single one of these, like, Maruki talking to them.
By the myriad
Like he knows them.
truths.
Okay, Myriad Truth is just gonna kill him every time. I just like baton passes. Fuck, unable to cure.
Let's do this!
Well,
Let's heat things up!
hopefully Sumire can get over that, pretty soon here.
Persona!
Wait, what is this one again?
Manifest!
Come on, please.
Dance, Persona!
A reality where none shall suffer to realize it. I will use all of our power.
A tyrant stance? Oh no.
What are they doing? Be careful. I'm sensing a ridiculous amount of energy from his persona. Joker, you all have to guard this.
But you'll protect me, right? Futaba, you'll save me, right?
Do you remember how every one of your dreams was granted in my reality? Not a single person is in pain here. Everyone is happy. Why would you deny them that opportunity?
It's time.
What do we need? Oh, no. God, I feel like sometimes guarding doesn't feel like enough. Like the way I want On to defend for us.
Watch Panther's help!
Okay. I think I need
something that'll
Morgana.
protect
I need
you.
Morgana and maybe... Oh, say less.
Persona! All will be revealed.
Persona!
Oh no, not that. Okay, yeah, let's get his
How about
defense
this?
though. Maybe I should wait till I change people out.
Fear my power. Persona!
And if we keep spamming almighty moves, then what?
Victory is ours!
Physical's good against them, right? Damn. Wait, what?
Pearl got knocked down! He needs cover!
Akechi, I'm tired of you.
Saw that.
Fine. too strong.
Is this one of those situations where, like, some point?
I understand the difficulty of accepting such a huge change, but that's nothing more than your fears controlling you. Please, won't you please believe me?
God, he's so like desperate in this moment too.
It's time.
No magic attack skills. No.
Let's go.
I'm gonna say, let me go again, please. We're gonna guard.
All right.
Hey, let's run. Persona.
I think we'll keep on in here, but she does need more SP.
Rose up again. It's payback time.
Ah, you know, been putting her on a pedestal lately, and at some point she was gonna let me down. Can you actually do it for her? Fine. I see what happens here. Okay, let me use magic again, please.
Damn it.
I do feel like using the ability reflecting, or to reflect the abilities, doesn't matter if he's gonna attack 4 times in a row.
By the myriad truths.
But myriad truths always matter.
Let's do this.
Nope, that's not it.
Persona.
Wait, his thing's gonna come back?
Eat this. You all right? I appreciate it. Persona.
Let's use... Okay, here's the thing. I didn't realize that the arms weren't coming back.
You can do it.
Or did I just kill them all?
Thank you.
Look at this, teamwork, finally.
Persona.
Bless y'all.
This is my soul.
Oh, so close. Maybe the arms can't come back if the persona itself goes down? We'll have to see. Also, why do I feel like we're on track to like actually kill him? Or we haven't killed any other palace rulers before?
I won't fail. I can't fail.
Panther, be careful. I'm picking up multiple readings beneath you.
Persona!
No!
Come on, keep up.
Girl, please. 1 round earlier is all I ask. Okay, I think she just has to guard done, right?
Come forth, my other self.
So has this been changing? Because that little one is now Null's physical? Null's a reflex.
The opponent is strong. It's powerful, strong, and impervious to nuclear attacks. Mona, good job. 2 enemies toppled. Nothing yet.
Persona! All will be revealed.
What's going on up there?
Dance,
Oh,
Persona.
it's because the arms are still up, huh? Just this one? Wait, no.
Let's dance.
What is going on here?
Let's finish this.
As a thought.
Finally, his persona can't act
Let's
anymore.
go.
Now's your shot, Joker.
Seems unable to move. Do we just...
Persona!
What's gonna be the move to take him down? What if I just bring out the weeniest persona I have? Just to slap him around a little bit.
Tao Gongen! There!
There's gotta be like 8 other rounds, right? Is that it?
As a thought. Did I fail?
I don't know. Can you tell me?
Is that? It's Maruki's treasure. What is it, though?
A torch.
A torch?
A torch is a light to guide people. It may symbolize his perception of himself as the guide for the entire world. We're here to change his heart, aren't we? Go on. Take it.
So, this is it.
This is it.
This place is collapsing!
We'd better take our leave.
Rumi, I'm sorry. I couldn't... No, I can still...
Joker, look out!
Damn it! We gotta book it!
Guys, jump in!
What is he about to pull, though? Why does that look like it's destroying actual buildings?
Hang on!
Oh, look how Tokyo drifting? I can't believe this right now.
That was close.
Dr. Maruki. This has gone too far past changing someone's heart. Is he even still alive?
Looks like that isn't a concern.
Sorry, but I won't admit defeat just yet.
Please give this up.
I'm sorry. You know I can't do that. I've been chosen by the world itself. Granting this wish is my responsibility.
What can he possibly be doing? He took it back?
Hell?
He just... the treasure!
Oh no.
Isn't that...
Is he gonna turn into it? Oh my god. Attack on Titan Part 2 of the finale has come early. What the hell is this?
You can't be serious! Maruki. He's done it. He evolved his persona.
Such strength of will.
Okay, well I guess we all did that, so he
If it
gets to
is
do
for
one.
everyone's happiness.
Right? He only gets
I
one?
don't care what happens to me. Don't resist. Accept it.
We are killing him, aren't
With
we?
my power. No. With mine and Adam Cadmon's together. Our reality is nigh! My persona guides me.
Is the third one gonna be? I'm sorry. Okay, no. He's scary.
I refuse to let it end like this. Adam Cadmon, guide us all to our ideal reality.
You're wrong!
We'll decide our reality.
Yeah, we refuse to let it end any other way, too.
Persona!
Damage to Maruki greatly reduced.
Persona!
Well, okay, so
Some
can
other
we
way.
attack the persona at all? No, just
Don't rush
Maruki.
it.
Interesting.
Persona! Metatron! There!
Not bad.
169.
Dance, Persona!
No.
Backing off, Noir, front and center! Persona!
Wow, they gave me full heals? That's very generous. I'm not gonna lie.
All right.
Gonna miss these bangers, y'all.
I won't lose!
Persona!
Yeah, I think I switch him out too, honestly. Ryuji? No, Makoto.
Switching it to the front.
No, I should have done Yusuke. Because of damage. Damn.
Persona! Ravage them!
Persona!
Alright, time to start actually damaging him.
How's this?
Okay, 152.
Persona! Let's heat things up. I'll use my persona.
Should she heal? She should.
Ready, Joker. Let's go.
Much obliged. Thank you.
Why did that look like it's going to be a crit? Okay. Didn't. You're just scaring me for no reason. Oh wait, we just did a magic boost.
Izanagi no Okami! By the myriad truths!
Persona! Behold!
Not bad.
410.
Persona! Take this! Persona! Feel my rage!
I'm suspicious. I'm a little suspicious.
Still can't do it. And my reality is right before my eyes. I'm sorry. I said I didn't care what happened to me. But I guess I wasn't committed to my words. You too, huh?
Crow-senpai, what are you...
Can you tell?
Bring out the laser gun. Maybe that'll work better.
You think the same thing, don't you? Of course you do. After all...
No, you can't!
We hesitate right now. We die.
Up there!
Is he the one fusing with his persona?
I'm all yours. Use me however you want.
No.
Now, show us the reality. The reality we wish for.
Bitch, what is going on?
I am thou, and
Okay, okay.
Incoming!
Oh my god. Is he winding up? He's ready to go.
Not good. Oh no!
What happens here?
This power is the source and the destination. I will be the light that guides mankind.
But we are still not going to run.
We're going to beat you and go back to our own reality!
That's the spirit. Now let's finish this.
Stop. What? Each titty? One titty each for the attack? You're joking.
Come.
Okay. Oh, fuck. Where's this the 11 one?
Persona!
Ishtar.
Ishtar. All right.
Thank you. Much obliged. Thanks. Persona! Shall we?
Okay, let's see what happens. How strong is...
What? It's not working at all.
What?
Let's do this.
Okay, and then this one? Sure.
No good. Joker, try something else. Persona!
All of them at once?
Out of our way!
Okay, just tell me what to do.
Nothing
Please.
works.
Not the attack position. This is scary. I feel just like very helpless right now.
Not fail. I must not fail you all.
What the hell do you mean? No one is asking for this.
That hurt! If this doesn't stop, I'm gonna try to find a way to get us through this.
Futaba, please.
Just hang in there for a few more seconds.
Let's go.
Okay, so there's no way.
I appreciate it.
There's no attacking.
I'm
We
very
just
grateful. Thank you.
do a little dance and we wait till Futaba can tell me what to do.
Allow me. Get ready. This one.
He's really like in that thing, which is absolutely bonkers to me. Like I feel like he actually has to die, doesn't he? I mean, Akechi's raring to go.
Persona.
It's all of us that are not about it right now.
Feel my rage.
Yeah, just to make sure. You sure you want to be less than 10 damage? Okay, yeah, I just wanted to double check with you. You know, I'm flexible personally, but if this is your decision ultimately, god damn you. Oh no, my attack is reverted from 3. You told me my attack's now at 1.
The time to end such strife is at hand. Come on.
Imagine doing 165 damage.
I got it. I found his weakness. Joker, the next time he attacks, that's your chance.
He wants me to attack.
Let's settle this
When he's winding up on me?
once and for all.
His head is his weak spot. Though our attacks are ineffective in his normal state. But whenever he attacks, he drops his guard while concentrating all of his power. So if we can target his head as he strikes, we might have a shot.
Of dying? Why is it doing that to Morgana and his little round head? What the hell is happening?
We've come this far. We ain't gonna give up.
Yeah! You gotta do way better than this!
What's happening?
Don't underestimate our tenacity.
It's just another threat. We'll overcome it like we always do!
If I run now, I know I'll regret it! We'll decide for ourselves what we want our lives to be!
I'm a bit occupied, so do your goddamn job.
Oracle!
Oh god, his
How does
face!
it look? Perfect! His head's defense level has dropped down to 0%! Go for it! Finish this, Joker!
Oh. His arms are not anywhere close to collision, but he's trying, y'all. Oh my god, the cinematics of the royal content is insane. Fucking kidding me right now?
Checkmate.
Did we really just do that? Oh my god. Oh.
Why?
I thought he was dead. Whew.
I gave up everything else. I dedicated all that I have to this, but I still... Why?
You're running from the past. Literally.
Running from... You nailed it. It's true that I turned my back on the original reality. But where's the harm in that? When it grows to be too much, too painful. Every person deserves to escape that. In all honesty, it's best for a person's growth when they tackle their own hardships. But reality doesn't always make that so feasible.
But he knew
no matter
that.
how much you try or work for so long, the smallest injustice can wipe it all out, leave you with nothing. Don't you, of all people, understand that?
Even then, you keep going.
You know, there probably are plenty of people who'd ultimately benefit from your reality. But what about the people who want to take on the world themselves? How's it right to rob them of their opportunities?
I don't think what you're saying is wrong either, Dr. Maruki. Some people want to run from their pain and cling to some other version of reality, like I used to. But the knowledge I gained through that pain and my desire to move on, those are even more precious to me, and I won't let anyone take them from me again.
Yoshizawa-san. So you truly don't want it, huh?
Where the hell is Akechi, y'all? What the fuck is going on? I'm sorry, maybe not the time, but where is he?
Looks like I'm totally finished.
The palace is collapsing!
Dr. Maruki, hurry! It's not safe there! Dr. Maruki!
No! It's too late for him!
We're trapped as well.
Huh?
Is there any way?
Where does his palace
Everyone,
begin in the
get
real
over
world
here.
begin?
Hurry!
Ugh. Are we gonna go through mementos?
Mona-chan, what are you? This is no time to act tough. Whoever said it was an act.
Oh, wait. No, I didn't agree to this.
Mona-senpai, can you fly? But I'm a car. There's no way I can. No. It's now or never. I have to fly.
Yeah, is he really doing this? Now, wait a damn minute. It's a flashback to Kanashiro's palace. Where were you?
A helicopter.
This is
If you
wild.
could do this, then say so, damn it! Well, I didn't know. Now I'm downright priceless to the Phantom Thieves.
Sorry to interrupt your little moment of triumph, but couldn't you have made yourself just a bit larger?
Hey, where'd Joker go?
Don't worry,
He would. He literally would. Oh my god. Oh my god. Brother, come on. No, you're kidding. This can't be.
We're losing altitude!
He's not gonna give up. What? Literally no idea what to expect. Like, what could possibly go down at this point? What could...
Sorry to cut your flight
What's
short
going
like
on
that.
at this point?
This place is done for, along with the entire reality I dreamed of. I have lost. Even if I were to try that fight over, I'm sure I'd only lose again.
That's what happens
So
to
I
dweebs,
know.
I'm sorry.
This is going to sound pretty stupid. I've been holding this all in for so long, just hiding it from myself. So, please, help me kill every last one of my regrets. You're the only one I can ask to help me with this.
I was like, no, we're gonna pick the option that says no. I'm here for you.
The disappearance of my palace, of the entire metaverse, is drawing near. Seems like neither of us can summon our personas anymore. Let's begin.
Are we fist fighting? What?
I gave up everything! Everything! So why? Why? Why, Rumi? A reality where no one suffers.
Oh my god, we have so much health. You're gonna put me through so much pain. Oh my god.
I'm done. I get it now. All thanks to you.
And a snowflake. Gotta thank that snowflake. Kind of changed everything, apparently.
Come on. I said I'm done. Please, let go of my hand.
No way, there's no way. We're going back together.
Your eyes are as bright and honest as ever. You keep your head up no matter what. I must have always been afraid. afraid you and I wouldn't wish for the same reality.
It's a damn helicopter.
So bright.
Okay. What?
Magnificent.
We have indeed witnessed your decision. Not only have you taken back mankind's future for itself, but you've also re-established our reason for existence.
I've had a busy
While
day.
reality had been wholly distorted, your actions have guided it back towards what it ought to be.
What it ought to be?
That is correct. Time itself cannot be rewound, but every past event will revert to the event that should have occurred instead.
Okay. I should have occurred in...
I'll ask you once more. I'd like for you to turn yourself into the police, of your own accord.
I will carve my own path for myself. I refuse to accept a reality concocted by someone else, stuck under their control for the rest of my days.
I don't care about me. What happens to Akechi? Oh, here we go.
Everything will return to how it should be. Everything. There are no exceptions.
We don't even get like a goodbye or like say anything to him.
Have your regrets begun?
I still have his glove. I say nothing.
Choosing such a path must not have been easy for you. For that, you have our utmost respect and gratitude.
Yeah, but I don't have my boyfriend anymore, so who's the real winner here? I don't even know what to save it anymore. Am I making additional files so I can go back and save Akechi? Maybe. So I can choose him over this reality?
Did you see him?
Where could Mona, Akechi-kun, and he be? We've literally looked everywhere.
Didn't take Mona away
This
from us
is
too?
our original reality, right?
I believe so, yes.
The metanav is gone. We don't even have a way to check anymore.
At any rate, there's no point in worrying about it here. We should work all of this out somewhere else.
You're right. Now that I think about it, we've been out all night too. So let's go to LeBlanc.
I mean, that was nothing compared to Christmas Eve.
Huh?
Because we were gone for like...
Sumire, let's go!
Oh, right.
No, this is no time for secrets. I'm fragile.
I'm home.
You didn't tell me you'd be out all night.
Uh-oh.
You should have at least gotten in touch with me about it.
I'm sorry, Sojiro. We're the ones who kept her out so late. We should be apologizing for her.
And we're all back so early in the morning. We're awfully sorry.
Stop apologizing so much. Being worried isn't exactly on my list of favorite activities, but I assume you had a good reason for it, right?
Have you seen him at all
Come on,
lately?
that's a very concerning statement.
Him?
Stop.
What are you bringing him up for?
Wait.
You know what his deal is right now, Sojiro?
Am I in jail?
Well, yeah.
Oh my god.
He's been locked up since last year.
I'm in jail. Holy shit.
Locked up?
What's going on?
No.
What are you guys talking about?
God.
Well, I was gonna ask you that, but now I'm getting a strange feeling that I've been seeing him until fairly recently. Anyways, why don't you all take a seat before I go over his situation?
So he's in juvenile detention.
Well, I need to stock up on a few supplies before I open up shop. Feel free to hang out here while I'm out.
Thank you.
So, this is our original reality, right?
Oh my
or
god.
are we in another different one now?
You know, these unexpected changes could actually be the end results of our actions in our own reality. Remember how he was originally planning on turning himself into the police? Then Akechi-kun did it for him instead.
But that took place in Dr. Maruki's reality, which means he's currently...
So everything that would have happened if it weren't for Dr. Maruki, now it's actually happened?
You know, what y'all are saying is starting to make sense. But in that case, in the real reality, I mean, the reality we're in right now, what happened with Morgana and Akechi?
Don't say it. Just like with my mom. Now Morgana's.
Did someone say my name?
I'm tired of this.
This again?
Tired of... Same.
Recycle gags suck! Why do you always have to get us all worried like that?
Oh my god. Thank you.
How are you
I feel
here?
vindicated. They're arguing
Looks
for
like
me.
it really was just the metaverse me who disappeared. Eventually, I woke up in Shibuya. Getting all the way back here took some time.
Come on, don't scare us like
Convenient.
that.
Convenient for the
but wait,
dramatics.
does that mean Akechi's...
What is it, Mona-chan? Well, about him.
No. I can't believe Akechi-san's really...
What the hell? So he was fighting that hard, knowing he was gonna disappear the whole time.
So he's incarcerated, and Akechi is... I thought I'd braced myself for the decision we made, but... This truly is a harsh reality.
We all decided to live our real lives and look to the future from here. But even so... I just can't accept Senpai being stuck behind bars. Why don't we try to help him somehow?
Nice. I'm impressed with the idea.
Help him.
Yeah! We won't put up with this injustice!
But what can we do to actually help him get out of there? I remember Sis telling me a while ago, in order to overturn a sentence, you need definitive evidence that proves the subject's innocence.
So what you're saying is, we just gotta find that evidence, right?
Then we're on the case.
There's no time for us to waste. We're going to show off what the Phantom Thieves are capable of. One last time.
That's right! Let's go!
We're gonna save our leader no matter what it takes!
Definitive evidence. But also, listen, we have connections.
Really? Now that we know the name, all we need is an address. You're right. We'll succeed if we all do it together. Sis has yet to say anything, but I believe she's looking into possible actions as well.
Is it
As for
the
me,
woman?
I will look into every viable solution. Thanks. Make sure you give my regards to Shiho-san. Oh, could we try getting their help as well? I'm sure they would gladly cooperate. That would be a great help. I'll leave that
What
to
is
you.
happening?
We'll talk again tomorrow. Let's save him. No matter what.
I already told you. There was nothing wrong with his conduct. I was his guardian, so I should know best. I bet you're just trying to dig up some dirt. You probably want to pin a crime on him. But I'm not gonna let that happen. You hear me?
Dad.
I'll announce his name as the key figure in the completion of the medicine at the next conference. I've heard that Miwa-chan's progress is going well.
Indeed,
Oh my
that's true,
God.
but
I'm certain that this will help prove his good character in the trials. Please. I want to increase his chances of being found innocent as much as possible.
I see. So that's why.
You'll cooperate too, right?
Oh my god.
And so we need to release an official opinion from this school to object his arrest to the police.
All the teachers?
You'll all agree with me, correct?
It's because we were so smart and brought a cat to
What
school
good
every
are
day.
teachers if they don't believe in their students?
Oh my god. This is so bad. I'm in shambles.
Please, I beg of you. Please help me collect enough signatures. I want to help a friend who's innocent. He's a really good guy.
I'm sorry, but I would ignore
He
Mishima
only
too.
fights for the sake of others. He's my best friend.
Now I feel bad for what I said.
Please tell me if you know of this young man. I need testimonies from people to use in the special article in regards to him. Did he truly look like a boy who would cause an assault here? There's a discrepancy in the other residents'
She went
testimonies in the
all the
court
way
decision at the time.
to his hometown.
Please, you have to remember.
Oh, yeah, went all the way to where Joker came from. Oh my god.
A certain young man is faced with a dilemma due to the unjust oppression by the government. He is suffering from a crime he did not commit. He is a promising young man who will support this country's future. What justice is there in a country without it being able to save such an individual? This cannot be allowed.
Such passion.
Yes, it's thanks to that young man. I would still be trapped in that awful match fixing if not for his support. And now, this honest gentleman is locked up in juvenile hall, despite being innocent. This time, I wish to be the one to come to his rescue.
Please, he doesn't belong in juvenile detention at all. I swear I'll make up for the missed practice. Please, let me take just a short break. Coach?
What's going on?
No deal.
But...
I've got a few connections up my own sleeve that'll probably be more useful than simply doing your own legwork. I'll also try calling around to check if any of my other trainees have some useful info. But if I do this for you, it means you're continuing practice as scheduled. Got it?
And she just met me.
I'm sure it's what he'd want for you too.
Thank you so much, Coach.
Oh my god. Where's my confidant with Coach?
You escaped the prison of the heart only to be imprisoned in reality. What a most ironic outcome. Your wish for others' happiness prevailed over your own. However, I feel as though all is finally well. In the end, you willingly chose the correct path. Most importantly, you never compromised your values for your own well-being.
What was it?
The final arcana you have acquired is the world.
Tell me we made a deal with the world. I'm sick of it, y'all. I'm sick of it here. Oh my god.
It is the power for an individual to stand on their own 2 feet, swayed by none. That power shall fuel the hope shared amongst your friends and yourself to strive towards a better future. With the world, you are no longer without a place to belong, and will never trudge a path alone again.
My own duties end here as well. You were truly a remarkable guest.
Made a deal with the world and now I can't even make personas anymore. Where will this leave us? Just in a regular jail cell?
Long time no see.
This is so wrong.
We met last on Christmas Eve, right? Never mind. It's nothing.
It's February 13th?
I have 2 great pieces of news for you today. First, we finally managed to prosecute Masayoshi Shido. He'll likely be found guilty.
Let's go.
I'm grateful for your cooperation with the trial. Your testimony proved to be very useful.
Well, she said grateful for her cooperation with the trial. With the trial, y'all. I think we did a little bit more than that. Oh, what a relief.
To be frank, it seemed almost hopeless at one point. But thanks to the civil protests, some of the more indecisive prosecutors came to our side. It will likely be some more time until the hearing begins, but this is the first step to true change. The only charges right now are for breaking election laws, breaking funding control laws, and bribery. I knew that proving the metaverse's existence would be difficult, but I still find myself dissatisfied. Shido did admit to all of his crimes, though, including everything you know about. Now for the other piece of good news. As of today, you'll be free to go.
February 13th, y'all. Wait, why so suddenly?
Shido's confession brought light to the truth of your case. We were able to prove your innocence in the original assault charge that led to your arrest. Your sentence will no doubt be rescinded. You're a free man. The others did everything they could for you. Bringing in the woman who was the victim in your case as a witness was the turning point. To think they'd be able to track down someone involved in a case from well over a year ago. And that wasn't all. An unbelievable amount of support has come in from various other places as well. Regardless, the righteous phantom thieves are gone. All that remains is for us adults to lead society in the right direction. Then again, I have to wonder if you believe what I say.
I'm curious of what happens if you have like no maxed out confidants. If it's just like, is it just random people come forward that say they believed in you or something? I mean, I trust you, sort of.
I suppose I'll have to do my best so that you can believe in me in full someday. Still, I'm glad I was able to save you in court. I've never felt so happy in my entire life. I'm not quite sure how to put it, but saving your future meant more to me than my own career. I feel like you even taught me how to live.
It's a lot of pressure for me. Oh my god. You're exaggerating, woman.
That's not true. By the way, there's something that's been on my mind. What did the treasure of my world turn out to be?
Oh my god. Literally, it's kind of wild that they haven't said it so far, right? Why do you want to know?
I suppose it doesn't matter now one way or the other.
It matters to me, a little bit.
There is one more thing. I haven't even told Makoto about this, but I realized something after meeting all of you. My most prized treasure is the justice I use to protect those important to me. Makoto helped show me that as well. Once the Shido case is settled, I'm thinking of quitting my job and becoming a defense lawyer. I wanted to reform the system, but I'll have to leave that to someone else.
Will you take Makoto with you?
Going forward, I want to enact justice not for myself, but for the sake of others. I don't want her to be a copy there. Well then, I need to go submit the paperwork for your release. Thank you again for everything you've done. See you later.
Y'all remember what I said? Little tiny Makoto as a treasure. Little tiny picture of her. I mean, I also said Akechi, but... Do we get to...
Hey, you kept me waiting. Jeez. To be honest, I didn't really want to come. But Futaba just wouldn't stop bugging me. Anyway, you're a free man now, aren't you? It'd look bad on me if you did something again under my watch. All right, let's go home. It's cold, so get in quick.
We haven't been in this car since, like, the very first day. And we're riding in the front seat. Oh my god, wait, this is like literally shot the same shot.
Incident this morning, widespread delays have impacted the various lines and...
Another accident, huh?
Huh? What is going on?
Reminds me of that day back in April.
God damn it.
Remember when we went to introduce you at the school?
Oh my god. Oh yeah, that day.
It's almost been a whole year since then. Thinking back, I was pretty awful to you. Throwing you in that storage room all by yourself. And again, soon you're gonna be... Made some great friends here. You'd better thank them when we get back, all right?
We will do much more than thank them, don't you worry, sir. I don't know what that means. What more will we do? Was that a threat? I don't even know at this point.
Woohoo! Namaste!
Whoa.
I just got out of jail. That's the first thing my girlfriend's gonna say to me. The first thing when I get out from behind bars, she's gonna run up to me and say namaste. Awesome. Great.
You did it!
It has been a while.
Not bad. You look fine.
I'm glad you seem well. And the best for last, me. So we meet again. It's good to see you.
I'm back.
All right, so let's grab a table.
I gotta head out and grab some groceries. I'm sure you guys have plenty to talk about.
He leaves his business a lot to go get groceries.
Now we're only missing one last person.
She texted me a little while ago that she's finished with practice and heading here. I'm guessing she'll be here any minute now.
Sorry I'm late. Senpai. Welcome back.
All right, that's everyone.
Come on, Sumire, take a seat.
Man, it went well, yeah?
I'm so glad we didn't give up.
This was certainly worth the effort.
We
Oh, I'm
didn't know
glad.
what to do once you were gone. But then we realized something. Even if we don't have the metaverse or any other special powers, we can still change reality.
Ooh, on. How dare you say that right now?
If we didn't do that at the very least, we'd be betraying the entire reason we stood up to Maruki.
We'll oppose the injustices of this reality with our own strength. That's what we all agreed upon.
Ever since then, we've been doing just that. Busting our asses, trying to get you out of the clink.
Not the clink.
Not just us. Everyone who believed in you joined us.
Thanks to that, we've got our leader back.
This also reminds me of when Akechi doubted the rest of the Phantom Thieves and he was like, they're not a threat. But they were the ones that like tied him down. They're the ones that planned to get him into jail. Ugh. To get him caught in the first place. Or trick him in the first place. Oh, you saved me.
Right back at ya.
Oh.
They treated you fine, right? Actually, did you lose some weight?
It would be understandable. I've heard the food in prison is quite foul. So, what did you eat?
Was it bugs? Fermented mackerel? Or maybe durian?
Did he just hint that he's been talking to Madarame?
You're
I'ma
missing
lose
the
it.
point.
We'll lose it.
You're gonna get some good food soon enough, though. Boss is out getting stuff for our party right now. Come on, everyone's back together. It's time to celebrate.
I want to have a party where I don't cry with y'all. Just once.
I guess you really were hungry. Oh, and that wasn't you? Sorry about that.
Ah, it was Sumire.
Sojiro will be back soon. Just hang in there.
Oh yeah.
Appetite.
Sorry for not minding my business. But we heard from boss, you're going back home next month? Can't you stay here? Sure, we proved you're not guilty, but people are still gonna label you there, aren't they? Ain't it just gonna be uncomfortable going back?
What's the matter? We were all so excited a moment ago. How about this? If our leader is leaving, the Phantom Thieves are truly disbanding, correct?
Is this supposed to cheer us up? What the hell is she talking about? That makes it worse.
Today, we can celebrate his release and commemorate the day of our disbandment.
What kind of commemoration is that?
I was serious when I said it.
It sounds like a good idea to me.
I guess you're right. We just gotta double our excitement for today.
About that, there's something I need to tell you guys.
exciting.
I've decided to go with him when he leaves.
Roommates!
He's pretty special after all. Plus, we need someone there in case he turns back into a delinquent.
I've never been a delinquent.
Really? Either way, I want you guys to add my farewell party to the one we're having tonight.
I don't know. Is that important?
You're not leaving for another month, right?
It is far too early for a farewell party.
That'll just muddy the purpose of this celebration.
Oh, how dare you! Sumire, at least you're on my side, right?
Oh.
Me? Then, what say we call this a second round welcoming party?
That's the ticket, my re-welcoming party. Nobody can complain about that. So, for the food at my party, I demand sushi! Sushi!
He's very fired
Man,
up.
you guys are loud. I could hear you from outside.
And by that he means the meowing.
Chief, they're so mean!
Noisy as always.
I can't believe
Hey, I'm not some normal
you can't understand him still.
I can't understand what you're saying to me, you know. Here.
No, I would much rather have sushi than something like... This is delicious!
Oh no.
What an assertive little guy.
Is he learning to be a
I
cat?
wonder where he got that from.
That's just part and parcel of who I am. The one, the only Morgana.
Stop trying to talk so big. You're just a cat now.
Shut up! I don't need to hear that from some dumb ape.
What was that?
It's things like that. You get angry so fast. Oh, and you're vulgar.
You
Our vulgar
little...
boy.
Why don't you go disappear again?
Shut up! We're supposed to be celebrating, not fighting.
This is literally how we always
They're at it
celebrate.
again.
You guys never change, do you?
Seriously, that weirdo Inari.
Who are you calling a weirdo?
Don't worry. Being weird is just a sign of your individuality.
You don't need to defend him about that.
Well, anyways, we're all here now. Let's kick this party off!
Very well.
Sojiro, I want sushi!
Celebrations are always so sad with them. What the heck? Delicious food, fluffy sheets. I guess home is what you make of it, even in this abandoned building of all places. Hey, take care of me like this back at home too, okay?
But seriously.
So, I wanted to ask you something. Remember the tail end of Maruki's palace when I was actually flying? That wasn't a dream, right? It sure wasn't.
Nice.
Yeah, I thought so. But I still can't figure out how that was possible in the first place. So, this is just a theory, but don't you still have that star Jose gave you?
Oh!
Hey, it's black. Lost its luster. This was shining the last time you looked at it, right? So it really was the effect of the star. Oh, well of course it was. Now that I think about it, there's no other way that the idea of a cat converting into a helicopter could suddenly become a common cognition. Well, we're through the Was it snowing in here? What was that? Well, we're through the metaverse, and it only happened in the most extreme of emergencies. So I have a feeling that it won't be happening anytime again soon. I'm suspicious just because he pointed it out like that, though. The party's not over. Tomorrow's gonna be the real one. I have a gift, too. Let's meet. Just the two of us. What should I do tomorrow? Oh my god, the fact that there's even an option to be like, no thank you. We're gonna spend time with our girl. Sure. Yay, I'll be invading your place tomorrow then. Time to make like a tree. You never change, do
Come
you?
on, let's go to bed. You're working at the shop from tomorrow onward, right?
We're having a Valentine's Day date. What? Oh my god, are we gonna go through like the next few days? Until April? There's no way, right? I don't care if it's just a courtesy. I want chocolate. What? You're giving him chocolate? Watch where you're going, old man. Who cares about Valentine's Day anyway?
Oh, right. Today's Valentine's Day.
Look at the picture.
No wonder there were so many
the
guys
date.
bringing girls in here. Don't you have anything exciting happening? I mean, you've been here nearly a whole year. You know, when I was young. Ooh, boy.
Uh-oh.
Yo.
His face.
Still working?
His face.
You didn't even bring me anything. Well, don't get wrapped up in the mood, you hear?
That Mona.
I'll make you some coffee.
Okay.
No.
Jeez, I don't know if it's because it's been a while, but I'm all self-conscious.
Let's have some fun.
Yeah. Oh, right. I want to say something first. I was so freaking scared when I found out you were gone. Like, actually serious freak-out panic attack scared.
I'm sorry.
You get 1 point of forgiveness.
We'll take it.
Sorry, but as your teammate and, your girlfriend, I gotta ask, from now on, don't shut me out. Let me help when things get hard. So yeah, that's all the mushy stuff out of the way. Okay. Next up,
She's just like me for real. Cannot talk about feelings.
Cause you know, Valentine's Day, it's a thing.
That's so cute. This makes me happy.
Really? Well, so am I then.
Futaba's chocolate.
I guess we're back in the canon reality.
You gave me an SP item. What am I SPing? Wait.
Still, I think it was probably the right decision. It's still hard sometimes, but I'm making progress.
I'll be cheering you on.
Thanks. I'm gonna
Why does this
beat
also sound like we're breaking up at the same time?
Can we sit? Together, I mean?
Oh my god, we're gonna one-side the booth? It's a big step.
You're going home next month, huh?
Oh no. Oh no. I don't want us to be apart.
Yeah, same here. But it's not like I'm gonna stop you. This is just me thinking out loud, but I only wanted one thing when I joined the Phantom Thieves. To find out why my mom died. But now, I've got one more person to help. Not even as a Phantom Thief either. It's not about rescuing him. It's about doing all I can to make him happy.
Are you talking about Morgana?
Probably some
Oh,
chump.
stop.
I'm counting on you. Okay?
Look at this. This is so cute. She said probably some chump. Spent a romantic evening with Futaba. That was so cute.
Perfect timing. You've got a guest.
I wanted to pan over and it be Akechi. Hi.
Sorry to bother you this early in the morning. I was wondering if you'd like this. There's no obligation, of course.
It's another SP item. Kiri Choco?
You've helped me through a lot. I wanted to express my appreciation. Sorry for how this is coming off. I didn't mean for it to seem like I'm just dumping my leftovers on you.
Not at all. Thank you.
I'm the one who should be thanking you. So, thank you.
Well, look at this hotshot. Lucky guy having a gorgeous lady drop by this early just to give you treats.
I hope you don't mind that I stopped by today. No doubt you already got some from someone special. I should really be going anyway. Sorry to impose. And this is hardly the end of my debt, of course. Chocolate isn't going to cover all you've done for me. See you around.
You mean when I told the truth about Shido? Yeah. Because that's all I did.
I heard they finally turned you loose.
Wait.
I'm glad you're doing okay.
Now what's happening?
I expected at least a phone call, though.
I'm sorry.
Anyhow, you're free, and that's worth celebrating.
Oh yeah, Zagiri Choco.
I was hoping I'd get a chance to hand this over, so this is good timing. You know how it was Valentine's Day yesterday?
Wait, I'm still getting Valentines from all of them? What a treat. That's so cute.
It's just a token
want one
of
from
my
Yusuke
appreciation,
too.
so don't go feeling guilty about not getting me anything. How about you consider it a sign of trust from one comrade to another?
Comrade. See ya.
Morning! We usually don't run into each other here, huh?
She literally ran.
Yeah, this is for you.
How cute.
I was going to give it to you at school, but as long as we're both here, have some chocolate. You know, for Valentine's Day.
As lovers?
As friends. Close friends.
Okay,
I'll be counting on you.
Yeah, that's what I meant to. Lovely, lovely friends.
Oh, great timing. I was just headed to your classroom. Here, take this.
Do they all have a crush on me?
It's chocolate. Think of it as a token of appreciation for all you do for us.
I'll be sure to repay you.
Don't worry about it. It doesn't have to be a big deal. See you again soon,
Okay, but
okay?
Makoto also does so much for us too.
Oh,
Oh my god, I'm being
Sorry,
stalked.
I didn't mean to ambush you like this.
It was cute the
But this is
first couple of
yours,
times,
if you
but
want
y'all,
it.
now I'm scared. They're waiting for me at my class. They're meeting me at my home.
It's chocolate, a token of my appreciation
I
and
was safer in
respect.
jail, I think.
Well, when I put it like that, it sounds a bit too intense.
I will gladly take it.
Oh, please, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal at all. I just wanted to show you I really appreciate you putting up with me, and I hope that doesn't change.
Sumire at school.
Oh, I'm glad I got to see you.
Glad she got to see me. Her school, other side of the world. And if they're getting out at the same time, she left school early to come meet me at the door. Y'all, Rokun is not safe.
I'm relieved you're safe.
For now.
On that note, I have a small gift for the occasion, if you'll accept it.
I'm very curious of like how good are these SB items going to be.
These days, people give chocolate to friends, even when it's purely platonic.
These days.
Seems like a fine opportunity to celebrate your return and express my gratitude.
I'll gladly take it.
I hope Shogi brings us even closer together.
What if we get back home and Morgana has eaten all of our chocolate and it's just gone?
Welcome back. I wasn't sure I'd even see you, but I guess this is good timing. Here, take this.
This one's my favorite chocolate, just saying.
Figured you deserved a
I'm sure
little
this one will taste better than
appreciation.
all the other ones. Also as lovers?
Who knows? Don't get your hopes up. Sounds like you've been through a lot. It's kind of a relief to see you're the same as ever.
I cannot with this woman. I'm sorry. Got a lot to think
Remember,
about.
I'm pretty close by if you ever come down with something. Call whenever you need to. See you later then.
Who knows? This.
I know it's sudden, but could you watch the store? I gotta head out for a bit. Think you can keep an eye on things?
God, what did he do when I was not his lackey?
Oh, were you working? Sorry to distract you.
Okay, y'all, we were literally in her classroom today. She found us after school.
I thought I'd stop by on the way home from work.
Where we were
Partly
together.
so I could give you this.
Jesus. Oh, we're so
You've
popular.
done so much for me after all. I wanted to say thanks.
Thanks.
Oh, and I didn't get to say it at work, but welcome back. I'm glad you're safe.
Okay, that makes sense to not bring it up at
right.
work. Huh?
I whipped up a little study guide for the classwork you missed. It should cover most of the important stuff.
That's nice.
If you're still having trouble with any of it, you can always ask me, okay? I'm your teacher. That's my job. Anyway, I'll see you at school.
loved how many hangouts we could have maxed out confidants in that time. You just took away so many days of my life. Hey, everyone free after school tomorrow? I should be available. Why? There's something I want to talk about. Thinking we could all meet up at LeBlanc. Can you check if boss is free too? Got it. That works for me. Me too. I can head over once school's finished. All good here too. Likewise, let's all head there when we can. Yeah, see you guys there. Ryuji wants to talk? Did something happen with him? Now what is this? Do the Phantom Thieves really exist? It's still like 50%.
You sure you want me hanging around? I can step out for a bit.
What's going on?
No, I'd prefer you stick around. Everyone I owe something to has got to hear this. I'm thinking about moving away.
Moving?
What?
It's just a hell of a lot's happened this past year, you know? It's got me thinking about the future and how I still want to get back on the track team. That's why I want to move closer to a physical rehab facility, get my knee fixed up while going to school. At the earliest, all this is going to kick off starting next month.
What?
I see. That is quite sudden. On?
Actually, I've got some news too.
No, what's happening?
I'm in the middle of looking into studying abroad. Just short term. I've been wondering what would be the smartest move for my career, so...
You're moving too.
Both Haru and I are looking for places to live on our own, starting next month.
Is everyone leaving Yusuke? I'm not okay. Yusuke is distraught. And I'm about to be distraught for him too. How dare y'all do this to him?
Our moves will probably occur around the same time as Ryuji's. I plan to keep learning about the business while also attending college. That's why Mako-chan and I were talking about how we won't be able to get together like we used to.
Are you gonna tell them too?
So... I passed the entrance exam. I'm gonna be a high schooler starting in April. First high school, then college, then I can finally research cognitive science for real.
Even you, Futaba?
No! Why are they leaving Yusuke? That's not fair. What's happening?
I apologize. I should be wishing you all the best of luck.
Nah, you do have a point. We are going our separate ways.
Everyone is going separate ways. Yusuke is literally the point, and y'all are going away from him. Jesus. We'll always be connected through my tears.
Oh,
me specifically.
You mean the bonds we all have?
My tears.
That's a great point.
No, the river I'm creating between all of you.
It seems you're all taking great strides forward. I, however, will not be going anywhere until I've completed my current painting. No matter how many years it takes, I will express this feeling that's grown within me since we first banded together.
That's still some kind of stride, though, ain't it?
No matter what we may go through, or how many times we may stumble, we'll follow the path we believe in. That's what the Phantom Thieves are all about.
Stop trying to be such a cool cat.
I am not a cat! Yeah, I guess I am.
Oh, I am a cat.
There's still no way I'm accepting Doc's reality, but if it weren't for going through that, I don't know if I would have felt this way now. It's like following through with what I want to do in life. I guess I learned how to really believe in my future.
In that case, wouldn't you say Sumire learned the same thing? I mean, she is at training camp right now.
Indeed.
Ask Sumire.
While her viewpoint may differ from the Phantom Thieves' beliefs, there's still much we can learn from her.
Oh, that reminds me. Sumire left something with me. She told me she forgot to give us this the other day.
Oh, this was what was outside.
Is that a newspaper?
I totally forgot about it already.
Guess it was lying on the ground when we got out of Dr. Maruki's palace.
This article!
It's the case about Dr. Maruki's loved one. The one whose family was murdered.
I'd be willing to bet. This is Doc's treasure.
So her case was the origin of Maruki's distortion.
Would you hold on to this?
We've all got to keep living with our eyes focused on our dreams. Otherwise, Dr. Maruki's gonna give us all kinds of shit.
you're absolutely right.
Well, I'm very impressed. You've all become quite
we
mature.
gonna see him?
So let me throw you a little celebration in honor of the next chapters of your lives. Order whatever you'd like, on me.
Thank you.
Oh yeah! It's all you can eat and drink, people!
Huh?
Boss, thank you for the generosity.
That wasn't what I said. Could you at least go easy
Oh
on
my
me?
god. Sojiro's the best.
Whatever you guys want.
Woohoo!
Hell
Great
yeah.
cheese!
Grab a ton
Aren't
of
we
sushi.
lucky? Sushi!
The line. It's March 3rd. Hello, Senpai. Sorry if you're messaging so late. I just wanted to send you this picture for my first shrine visit of the year. That takes me back. Things were very different back then. I know, it's already been 2 months. I've got a lot of mixed feelings about this picture, I guess. And that's supposed to be me there, but it just isn't. It really makes me realize how buried I was in Kasumi's identity. Now you're Sumire. That's right, I'm not going to go run away anymore. Actually, there's one more photo I want you to see. It's kind of embarrassing, but this is a photo my coach took of me. The real me, I guess. Training is tough, and it's really hard sometimes, but I feel like I'm finally moving forward with my life. I'll support you. When you tell me these things, I feel like I could take on the whole world. That's funny, I have a deal with them. Do you want me to tell you that they're on their way? I'll make our dream come true, and I'll do it as myself, not as Kasumi. I'll climb all the way to the top of the gymnastics world. So, could you keep watching me over until then? We're a team! Oh gosh, I'm tearing up for some reason. Falling apart at the slightest thing. I guess that means I really am being back to Sumire, huh? Oh, my break's over. I have to get back to training. Talk to you later. Sumiri's standing on her own 2 feet now. We'll fight for your goals too. I just want to make sure I feel like the closure with everyone. You know, it'd be easier to get that if you wouldn't just skip over my life like this.
Oh yeah. You ready for tomorrow?
Tomorrow! My days are precious, y'all. I'm upset at this. Tomorrow?
White Day.
Oh.
That's tomorrow, right?
Okay, so we're not leaving
You
yet.
got some chocolates on Valentine's Day, didn't you? And White Day's when you return the favor. The men do the gifting.
Oh, interesting.
What's your plan? You've at least got some kind of present ready, right?
I forgot.
Get it together, kid. Sometimes I don't know if you're fearless or just plain careless.
I got a lot
Fine.
on the plate, okay?
Listen up, and I'll give you the recipe for the ultimate date.
Oh, that'd be great.
Whoa, the chief has an ultimate date plan? I better listen in too, just in case.
Oh my god, this is so cute. This is literally Sojiro, like, fulfilling his dad duties to Joker.
First off, you're gonna need a gift. This won't work without one.
And the planning music in the background, that's amazing.
Can't go wrong with flowers. Just make sure you buy them before the date. You gotta present them near the end. Surprise her. So you can't let her see you buying them on the date. Got it?
Huh. Gotta give them flowers, huh? I gotta take notes.
Next, think about where you're taking her. You're gonna want somewhere with the right atmosphere, but it's gotta be peaceful. Oh, how about that new aquarium exhibit in Shinagawa? Just saw a commercial for it. Might be a good spot, right?
The aquarium's a good place for a date. I see.
Now,
This
once
is
the
so
date
cute.
part's over, you gotta take her out to dinner. Somewhere nice, too.
Man, wait till he finds out that he just planned a whole hypothetical date with his daughter.
It's kind of last minute to make reservations. All the fancy places get booked pretty fast around White Day.
Okay, right. Too late to make any reservations. Wait, what?
Aw. Any way around that, maybe?
Damn it. I don't usually do this, but I know a place.
He truly. This
Can't
is
guarantee
what you do with your
anything. I bet
connections.
they're full up too. But you might get an edge if you mention my name.
Wow, amazing! Chief has connections!
So once you're at dinner, you get to talking, enjoying yourselves. That's when you give it to her.
The bill.
Whoa, are you sure about that?
There's something you gotta give her, and it sure as hell isn't the
I have
bill.
3 million yen in my pocket, and I'm just like, you know what, Futaba, you pay.
The flowers. Remember? We covered this before.
Sure.
You need that surprise gift. That ought to do it. Just follow the plan and you're safe.
Wow, this plan is foolproof. Leave it to
How
the
does
chief.
one
Well, I
hide
taught you my
flowers for a
secrets.
whole date?
The rest is on you. Do your prep and make those reservations.
Got it.
Good luck. On that note, I'm going home. Now it's up to you.
Well,
We should start prepping right away.
We should.
Don't waste the chief's advice.
I wanted to
alright?
say mission start whenever we whenever we get ready for the actual day.
Let's see. The reservation comes first. You remember that restaurant Chief told you about?
Sure.
Thank you for calling, sir. Were you looking to make a reservation?
Dinner for 2 tomorrow.
I'm sorry, sir, but I'm afraid we're fully booked for tomorrow.
White Day is crazy, huh? But don't worry. All you have to do is mention the chief.
This is weird. Soju Sakura told me to call.
You're a friend of Mr. Sakura's? My apologies, sir. If you could just hold for one moment. Thank you for your patience. You wanted a dinner course for 2 on the 14th. We will have a table ready for you.
Dang, the chief has serious clout.
Yeah.
Could I ask
Who have
your
I been
name
boarding
and
with
contact
this whole
information?
time?
Okay, your dinner plans are locked in. Now you just gotta get the flowers, and then it's off to the aquarium and dinner. It's gonna be busy tomorrow, so we'd better get rest while we can.
I'm glad we're getting like an actual date because Valentine's Day didn't feel like a date.
Today's the day. Let's go get those flowers.
I
think there was a florist in that underground passage in Shibuya.
I was gonna say, are they gonna let me walk around like I'm a free man? I'm a free man.
Shucks.
And if we just all right, fine. I'll play the game. Where are you gonna take us today?
Oh, what brings you here today?
I'm here for a surprise present.
See? Okay, leave it to me.
She's like, you have not showed up to work
That
in
should do
6
it.
months.
I tried to keep it as simple as possible. Okay, that comes out to...
Hold on. Let me cover this one. You've been taking care of me yourself, so I need to express appreciation for you, too.
Morgana's very invested in this
Good luck.
date.
I'm rooting for you.
Okay, now you're all ready for the date. You know who you plan on inviting, right? Don't worry, I'm a gentleman who knows his manners. I won't be tagging along. All right?
It felt like he
Good
was
luck
at this
out
point.
there.
I'm going to invite Futaba.
Hey, you. What's going on?
Why did I not ask her before? Let's go.
Shinagawa? Okay, I guess. Are you out right now? Could you come get... never mind. I can meet up with you there. Alrighty, see ya.
Does she even know what's going on? Wait, I should get ready. Imagine they'd give you like a little dress-up Joker moment. I met a Futaba at the aquarium.
Whoa, these are the most photogenic fish ever. A big crowd of people just stresses me out. But a big school of fish is weirdly pretty. But man, an aquarium date? Classic move. I guess we gotta do all that other coupley stuff too. What? Do I have to spell it out? Couple stuff. Holding hands in the dark or cuddling up by the wall.
The wall?
Never mind. Even talking about it is getting me embarrassed.
Okay.
So, is this payback? For Valentine's Day, I mean?
Payback. I told you y'all was being threatened. That's correct.
Wow, you're so mature. I'm really, really happy.
Futaba seems pleased. I am too.
Okay, I think we 100%ed the fish zone. Are you hungry? Maybe we could get some food on the way home.
I have a reservation.
Oh, whoa. lead the way, I guess.
She's like, I made you make me coffee.
Ugh, this place is like 5 times fancier than I was expecting. Are we gonna be okay? What if I use the wrong fork? Are they gonna kick me out?
We'll be fine.
Oh, okay. You're right. You're here with me, so I can try and calm down. I'm over here freaking out. Meanwhile, you look mature enough to own the place. Even when we just walked in, you were really calm. Even cooler than usual.
I'm sure I'm sweating. You're making me blush.
You can't blush, or I'll blush. Oh, jeez. I'll be back in a sec.
We can both blush at the same time. All right, when should I give her the gift?
Sorry about that.
Now?
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on this special day. We wish you all an unforgettable evening, with one last finishing touch from us.
What's going on?
What? Whoa.
Oh my god. I want you to have this.
Huh? Thank you.
So cute.
Wow. Wow, okay. Everything's cool. I'm just kinda in shock.
Surprise.
I can't handle surprises, but this one made me happy. You're so incredible. Like, it blows my mind that you're so selfless. You only go all out when it comes to helping other people. Even this. You put all this together for me, right? Maybe one day, I can be like that.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. You're not a phantom thief anymore. But I guess you've still got a knack for stealing hearts.
Oh, that's a line, girl. Stealing?
Cause, you stole mine. God, that was the cheesiest. Well, forget I said anything.
Futaba's got bars.
Can we hang out a little longer? I don't want to go home yet.
She's really loving this date with Sojiro. Spend some alone time together. Not the ... Once it got late, I walked her back to her house. Stop. March 19th?
Hey, you're finally taking off tomorrow.
Sojiro said you don't have to help out here today.
Go and see your friends before you leave.
Do I have to? I'm for real, do I have to?
Seriously? You need to do this stuff properly. Come on, off you go.
Oh, wait, you mean everyone? You mean everyone? Oh no.
Saying goodbye to me? Oh, cut it out. You're gonna see me tomorrow.
Okay.
Just remember to pack once you get back, you hear? I don't want you forgetting anything important here.
That reminds me. Maybe I should give Sojiro my probation diary. Hand it over.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about this. The diary of the Phantom Thieves leader, huh? Probably gonna be worth a lot someday. Thanks, though. I'll keep it safe.
Ooh, okay.
Well, we've all been through a lot, but it seems like everything's changed for the better. Try to behave yourself back home, would you? Not like you ever listened to me anyway.
The recipe notes?
Here, I want you to have these. I've got them memorized already.
We're gonna make his curry at
That
home.
stuff, you can make the same... Well, no, that'd be a waste. Put your own spin on the flavor. Develop it. Make it yours. Come on, you should get going. You still got things to do, right?
I told you I don't want to do this. This is peer pressure, sir.
Come on, you should get going. Still got things to do, right?
Get one of these. Okay.
Good news. Kana-chan passed her high school entrance exam. She sent me a message this morning. I told her I was getting into high school too, and she says we can make our student debuts together. So, like, I did it, right? I fulfilled the promise to go to high school?
She did it. I'll think about a reward.
Ooh, I like the sound of that. If you need ideas, there's always a year's supply of instant ramen. Well, I'll leave it up to you. If I'm being honest, I'm actually really nervous about it. I don't know if I can make friends. This is way out of my comfort zone. Everything I think about's giving me anxiety. But I know I can't stay in my room forever, and that's way more important. And I want to get into college, major in real cognitive science, like my mom and Dr. Maruki.
The promise, Liz.
For now, I'll give up my notebook and that reward. The one where I don't have to leave you, I mean. And when I make my dream come true one day, when I've earned it, I'll take them both back. So, you better not cry. I won't, and you won't, and we're both gonna be just fine.
This is so rude. This is the worst possible time I've ever had in my life. Why is Sai out here in the street? Let's go hang out. Let's go say hi to... Let's go say bye to Takemi first. She just watched me run by. Whoopsies. I say, please, I don't know how to navigate things.
Oh, hey. You're going home tomorrow, right? Then let me give you an update. So, about Miwa-chan. Her symptoms started fading pretty soon after administering the new medicine.
You can see her smile now.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's all thanks to you. Thank you for supporting me through it all. Same goes for the situation with Oyamada. You did everything you could to help me with it. I don't know where all that devotion comes from. Maybe I should take a cue from you. Here, I want you to have this.
Do I get the medicine? A dog tag?
You saved Miwa-chan. It's only fair that you get to meet her someday.
What if she gave us a gerbil wheel? A guinea pig wheel?
Let's see. Once Miwa-chan's all better, maybe the both of us could take a trip to visit you. Keep your health in check. I want you there to welcome us with a smile, okay?
She's gonna come visit me. Should I have talked to old lady? I don't know her. I have... Wait, what's going on here? It's Mr. Guinea Pig. Hey, mister. Why are you a guinea pig? Oh god, I'm so sorry for my daughter's behavior. Hello, I am Mr. Guinea Pig. See, Daddy? That's what the doctor said. Come on now, don't you remember that he's part of the reason why you're feeling better? I can't even imagine what would have happened if we didn't go to that clinic. I can't thank the two of you enough. Okay, old lady, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to ignore you. Come back. Oh, did you come for an examination with Dr. Takemi as well? She's such a good doctor. The pain in my foot has gone down so much since I started taking her medication recently. Now I can't even go on walks. Every day has been so enjoyable. I'm glad. He made it into the middle school he wanted. I didn't sure we get in, but I wanted to prove my parents that we were wrong too. We really did it. And are they gonna give back all the games and manga they threw out? Yeah, they're gonna pretend like they forgot about it. But then I showed them that contract. Nice. We really did show those mean grow-ups today. Oh my god, they've just been here this whole time. The character development. Sir? Not the pompous customer. What? I've cast away my life as a film critic and discovered how I can truly shine for humanity. Sadly, you won't be able to talk to me like this so much longer. Soon, I shall embark on a journey. Where to? Where am I headed? To infinite possibilities. I shall roam the nation, visiting restaurants and using my refined palate to write online reviews. And naturally, the restaurants will have some say as my reviews evolve into paid dramatic advertising. And someday, I'll even come back and review this place. I'll do it for cheap too, since I owe boss. Oh my god, I'm literally, I can't not talk to everyone right now. This area's as quiet as always. It's almost like it's also growing with old age. There's nothing I can do about it. Things don't just get better that easily. Why don't we plant a flower? Even we should be able to do that. I hope it doesn't just dry up and die. It might be better than doing nothing though. Okay, fine, let's talk to somebody.
You look like you're doing well. I decided to stop by after work. I used to come by this area on occasion. I was always a fan of LeBlanc's coffee. It's tomorrow, right? The day you go home?
You still trying to catch me?
Right. I'm taking you in.
Okay, that's funny, but I have trauma, so...
On the record,
maybe don't joke about
you've been
that.
Cleared of all the crimes you were accused of. Unfortunately, the stigmas that came with them are a little harder to simply wipe away. You might find that even now, sometimes it'll feel like the whole world's against you. So, just in case, take this.
A gun. A business card.
Whenever you need help, I'll be on your side. Remember that.
Sound like
I'll
she's
be
gonna
doing
hand
my
me
part to bring
firearms.
some real justice to our legal system. Can't rely on the phantom thieves for...
I didn't mean to cut her short, I'm sorry. Do you have something to say? Welcome.
Hey, hey!
He was really good to us. You should thank him. Is that right? Well, we're gonna miss you. You take care, alright? Okay, so... Oh, there's a lot going on around here. Maybe we work backwards. And Oya was the most recent one. I don't know. Not this. Can we go in? Nah.
So, you have come to say farewell. I have some words of reflection for you in this time of parting. This twisted, broken world sought to crush you, yet you salvaged it, and with your ideals stitched it whole. You were a true trickster of this modern age, a beloved champion of a burdened public, and a man of such great heights. Well, where will his path take him next, I wonder?
Won't you guide me?
What further guidance do you need from me? From here on, all will unfold as you wish it. That said, should you desire me to keep watch over you, perhaps I could oblige. I have
was
more
she
than
really?
mere words to give you today, though. Allow me to grant you a parting gift, not as the one who leads you, but simply as Lavenza. This is my blessing to you, to carry on your journey.
A cell key?
You were confined to your cell for so long. Now at last it seems only right that you bear its key. In the past, guests of the Velvet Room have received their keys upon their very first visits. However, I was unable to pass it on to you at that point. This is the least I can do for you now. With this key in hand, you will be able to break free of whatever trials may imprison you in the future. Though of course, you have already chosen the path of true freedom.
Sounds like it
By inspiring others to
actually
take
has
up
a use.
arms and fight for their own beliefs, you may change the world itself. You walk the path of a true trickster. May it lead you to fortune beyond imagining.
That may be a little emotional because Akechi just didn't get the same fate.
People must be bored.
Will you say goodbye to me? I don't think he will.
Unfair. I don't think so.
Wait, who's this outside? I don't know if we've talked to you before. Might not be business hours right now, but let's go check it out anyway.
Oh, honey.
What brings you here like a time like this? Bye, Lala-chan.
Do you have ESP?
Hey. Did I look like I was talking to you, ma'am?
I'm surprised you knew where I was. Are you here to say goodbye?
I wanted to thank you.
That's my line. So, I'm close to being able to report on Kaio's case. Ever since all that stuff happened with Shido, the stories haven't stopped rolling in. But it looks like I can finally avenge her. And it's all thanks to your hard work. Here, it's a record of the struggles we shared. By the way, I heard the Phantom Thieves are disbanding? It's gonna be so boring around here.
You're literally a journalist. You will find something else, hopefully.
Not every day
Not
you get
hopefully?
to chase after a bunch of young revolutionaries like them. Hold on, though. I bet you got more tricks up your sleeve. You're going home, not turning over a new leaf. I'll be keeping an ear out for your next adventure, okay? I promise, I'll tell your story to the world.
I can't believe she went to her house to go find out more information. I just can't get over that. Oh? There's a fire in your eyes now, boy. I have to say, it suits you.
Come back anytime.
Come back to this bar once you become an adult. I'll break out some of my finest drinks for you.
Come again.
Take care. Watch out for weirdos on your way home, okay? The last time Lala-chan will say that to us. Oh god, okay. Who's here? Is it Mishima? Oh lord. Let's go to Fumi first. Okay. I have never given you a dime in my life, sir. It's Sunday. What if I just... Oh, you're the one who often played shogi with Toko-chan. I used to play a match with her every so often as well. She's become much more skilled since then. No doubt you had a hand in that. You may always seek sanctuary here, so please, join her for another game.
Oh, you came to visit. You're going home tomorrow, correct? To tell you the truth, I have an important shogi tournament tomorrow as well.
And how confident are you?
It's against someone I can't take lightly. Strangely though, I don't feel as if I'll lose. If I do well, that will make it 10 straight wins. I'll work hard so I can give you a good report. That's quite a smile. Like a knight standing victorious at the end of a grand siege. But I suppose a knight can't remain idle for too long. His presence is still needed elsewhere, I take it? If my shogi skills have truly helped such a dauntless champion, then it has been an honor and a pleasure. From one player to another, I have a parting gift for you.
A kosha piece?
The lance piece moves exclusively forward. Until it is promoted, it can only move onward, never back. So let us continue on our own paths, even if we have to part ways for now. One day, when the two of us lances have been promoted, we will retrace our steps and meet again.
That is poetic. Oh my god. The way, with her words, she just brought it all back. Ooh, my goodness. Okay, let's go see Mishima. Wait, Shibuya? That's a lot of people there. Oh god. Okay, we'll go to Mishima first. I wonder if we could still talk to Shinya. Like, will he still be there? Can we cheat the system a little bit? Or do they really just take them away from you? Does that mean I don't get to say bye to Haru either? It makes me very sad.
Oh, so you're finally heading home tomorrow, huh? I guess this means the Phantom Thieves have disbanded. My documentary script is going well, though. It's not really close to done, but it's coming along.
What's the title?
Huh? Well, I haven't really gotten to that. I've been too busy actually writing it. But when I need one, I'll definitely be consulting the ex-Phantom Thieves themselves. Makes me wonder how many people I can reach with my work. It's exciting, but kind of scary, too. It might be a bestseller, or it might just fade into obscurity. But I want to put my hope into this. It's a message from the old me to everyone in the world. So, even if I'm scared of failing, I'll face this head on. Just like you did with that first calling card. Oh yeah, it's still a pretty early draft, but...
Documentary plans?
It'd mean a lot if you could read it sometime. I could really use your feedback.
Imagine we could actually read it.
Tons of crazy fights I don't even know about, right? So we should sit down and talk about them sometime. The more of it I get on record, the better.
My best friend.
I'll make sure the story of the Phantom Thieves goes down in history.
Y'all, imagine at the end he was like, oh yeah, but I decided not to write a documentary. I decided to make a game. Roll credits. Okay, let's go to the school first. She's just outside. We don't even get to see. Wait.
Yep.
This is where it all began. We'd be here all day if we talked about everything that happened here. I wanted to see what would happen with
Oh,
the creepy girl.
what a coincidence. I'm about to give a lecture. Did you come to see the campus? You're going back home tomorrow, right? Make sure you keep up your studies there, okay?
Thanks for everything.
Of course. And let me know if there's anything you need. This is the last time we'll see each other for a while. You can at least look a little sad about it. I'm kidding. Honestly, seeing you so happy gives me peace of mind. Now that you're heading out into the world, I've got a present for you.
Unlimited service?
It sounds like the setup to a joke. A student bumps into his teacher in a full French maid outfit. But somehow, that opened up all kinds of new paths in my life. You taught me so much. You're not just my best student. You were a great master.
Well, that just sounds...
I can make up for all the times I distance myself from my students. I'll help anyone who needs it. The point is, I'll put in the work. I learned a lot from you, and I won't let that go to waste.
Okay, we can do this. We can do this. I guess let's go into... I think we wanted the square first. Where's Ryuji? Is he out? Okay, yeah, he's here too. Oh my god, this is gonna be the most painful. Are you kidding me? Huh? Where is he? Yoshida? There he is.
You're heading home tomorrow, I hear. It'll be a new start. You've got my blessing, whatever that's worth. I recall the days when you helped me out with my speeches here.
You'll always have my support.
We'll be treading separate paths, but as long as we share a common purpose, I'm sure I'll see you again. If I've earned the support of an upright young man like you, well, that must surely be my greatest achievement. You expect farewells to be so sad, but here we are beaming.
I am beaming. Why am I How did he know? I'm like cheesing right now.
From now on, your life is your own to live. Now, I suppose I'd better send you off with a parting gift.
A fountain pen.
It's an incredibly expensive fountain pen I bought back when I'd strayed from the right path. Embarrassingly enough, I hardly used it. I hope you'll put it to better use than I did.
Give me a pen.
Whatever new chapters you write with that pen, I'll be watching for them.
Whatever new chapters you write. I kind of want to know what he sings about, but we gotta go see our friends. I don't know. Listen, I feel like you give me a lot more credit than I deserve. We should know by now that I do not know how to navigate this place.
None of my business.
None of my business.
Oh. Did you come here for souvenirs? This place has everything. I'm busy getting ready for my study abroad, too. Gotta research schools, places to live, but we're all splitting off to do our own thing, huh? Honestly, it's not really hitting me yet.
We'll see each other again.
Yeah, totally. It's not like we're all leaving forever. I mean, we still have the group chat. I'll still be messaging you all, and you gotta respond. By the way, a little girl stopped me the other day in Shibuya. She said she saw me in magazines, and that she wants to be just like me when she grows up. It felt incredible.
She's like well on her way.
Right. Vague did a special piece
Not
on
Vague.
me in this month's issue.
Fashion magazine.
I said it all in the interview, but I'm gonna work hard. One day, I'll be modeling across the world. I've gotta reach people. I want to give someone hope, like you did for me. Thank you for all you've done. The days I spent with you were some of the brightest in my life. Once I'm a star, I'm gonna shine even brighter though. So you watch out for me.
Oh my god. What a callback to her confidant too, when she called us the light. Ugh. Am I correct? I tried for half a second. Oh, it's on the other side. I was almost there.
Oh, that's right. You'll be departing tomorrow. It's sad to see this as a season of farewells, but I didn't expect we'd all go our separate ways.
It's going to get lonely.
Yes. But I suppose that in itself is a bizarre thought. After all, this time last year, we were but strangers. Do you remember the painting I submitted to that competition? Desire and Hope it was. Well, I would like to bestow it upon you as a parting gift.
The whole painting?
As of now, my canvas is still blank. It's not for lack of inspiration. There's so much I want to express, I can barely contain my passion. But my heart has not led me astray yet. I'll paint as it guides me. Even should I scar my work with doubt, hesitation, chaos. Certainly, that's a beauty all its own. Your life is no worse for its own scars. Your truest beauty lies in them. And I hope you tell me their stories someday.
I'll come back for you, Yusuke. I cannot believe when he was like, I heard that prison food is not very good. His complex, y'all, again, I gotta talk about his complex with Madarame is just hurts. Thank you for coming again, sir. I appreciate your service, man. I'm going to the flower viewing next week. Want to come with me? Certainly. I'd love to have a drink with you at Hanami. He really got in the hang of the Japanese culture. More character development. You love to see it. Let me in. He's gonna be gone, isn't he? He's here! Yo, I heard you're going home tomorrow.
Later.
Suppose we'll end our deal then. Forget about the job. Take care, kid. Oh, that actually hurt more. That actually was not a good feeling at all. Okay.
This is no good. Nice.
Yo.
Yo.
Man, spring break's supposed to be the most fun part of the year, but instead you're just moving away. Then again, so am I.
Too.
I
Don't
guess
blame me.
This is probably the last time we'll be meeting up here.
I'll never forget you, Ryuji.
Dude, don't say it like that. You make it sound like I'm gonna die or something. Look, this isn't gonna be the last time we see each other. I'll come visit whenever you want. Honestly, even with the rehab, I don't know if my leg's ever gonna be how it was before. But when I think about how much I want to run, well, I figure there's no point lying to myself. Nothing's guaranteed. I don't know if I'm gonna get anywhere, but well, you could say that for any goal, right? I don't want to live stuck on regrets or shame. I'd rather just run and keep on running.
A sports watch.
And hey, you better practice too. See, if we share our times, we can even compete from far away. And when I think about going to school without you guys, I don't know. I can't imagine it.
There's probably a rehab next to my school too, I would imagine.
It's nice feeling like I got a future worth looking forward to for once, though. And it's all thanks to you, man.
Did we miss anyone? Oh, how did I miss Makoto? Where was she? Maybe she's at the station instead. Oh my goodness. Alright, ma'am.
Oh, what a coincidence.
No.
I was just getting some of my college enrollment papers ready.
I too am stalking my friends apparently.
Soon enough, I'll be living on my own too. New beginnings for both of us, I suppose.
I hope I'll see everyone soon.
Of course. Maybe not right away, but once things slow down, I'll definitely make the time. My sister and I are actually going to look at my new place soon. A year ago, all this would have been unthinkable for me. But nobody told me to do this. It's a path I chose for myself. If I'd never met you and stayed a simple honor student, I never realized I had that choice.
Calculator.
So, I want you to have this. It helped me learn to love studying.
Got that bag of jokers? Gotta be so heavy by now.
One day, I'll be a police commissioner. I know it won't be easy, but I also know I'll never give up.
But did you hear that Sai is gonna be a lawyer?
By giving this to you,
Should we talk about that?
I want to prove that. We fought back together, so it seems only fair you keep it. I want you to know that you're an irreplaceable comrade to me. Always have been, always will be.
I want a shirt that says irreplaceable comrade immediately. Is that it?
Have you said all your goodbyes? Let's go.
I should write something.
I'm sure I didn't miss anything, but there's also an opportunity to save here. And number 8, because you know, we need another file. We need another save file. Can you tell I have anxiety or?
Have you said all... Are you really sure?
Stop! I just said I have anxiety. Let's go home.
Hey, I actually have a present for you too.
You're coming with me!
Even when I was human, I kept holding on to this for some reason. Between a cat, a human, or some kind of vehicle, it's been hard to say for sure who or what I am. But whatever else I am, I can say without a doubt, I'm your partner. Well then, we should probably go home and get packed, huh?
You finished saying your goodbyes?
Oh my god, stop asking me this.
Well, how'd it go? Did it make you feel like you want to stay?
Of course.
I see. You must have made a lot of good memories.
Okay, well that kind of baited me into thinking that was an option, so that's not very nice.
You're leaving early tomorrow from Shibuya, right? Make sure you pack up before you head to sleep. Oh, and take that stupid cat with you. I don't want it getting lost and ending up back here.
Don't make fun of me. I can go wherever I want all by myself.
Meow, 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 meow.
It really never stops meowing, huh? Hey, Futaba, what's he saying? Is he sad that he has to leave me?
He said, Sojiro's stupid.
What?
What kind of translation is that? Let me have a nice goodbye. Mona's your responsibility now. Leave Sojiro to me.
I'll be counting on you.
All right, I've been counted on.
I need someone to babysit Sojiro for me. Please.
Even if you're not here, I'll make sure I do my best. So, you go do your best too. Thank you for everything.
March 20th? Worst day of the year?
Hey, you got everything? When I took you in, I thought I was the one helping you. But it turns out it was the other way around. Take
Sappy
care.
man. I'm free from my attic prison.
Well, that's a cold thing to say. Oh, and sorry. I wanted to have Futaba see you off too. I haven't been able to find her since this morning, though. Same with that cat. If you end up back in the city, come on by. I'll at least treat you to a nice cup of coffee.
Now what? Do I gotta go?
Wait, that means I can't go closing the store. Huh. What are you doing? Hurry up and go.
Thank you for everything.
Yeah.
Whew. We got it, y'all. We got that sentence out. Oh my god, his hair is extra messy right now. Oh, so where is Morgana?
Yo! You over there!
Hey, look this way!
What is this?
After we said we'd disband.
We are all on break after all. No more entrance exams. I can drive you to the station.
You really, really gotta go?
Hmm?
Shit.
They've even followed us here?
What should we do?
Need a hand?
Dr.
What is
Maruki?
going on?
You're suggesting we split up?
He said Uber.
Should
Your
we?
Uber has arrived.
Here we go!
Come and get us!
Shall we then?
Oh my god, this is... I'm stressed. This is making me more nervous. What is happening?
There's no charge. If you find yourself struggling in life, you can start over, like me. Remember that. So yeah, if that ends up saving you, then we're square. Good luck.
Whoa. Damn, man. Those dudes just wouldn't give up.
Wish it went smoother, but I guess this is it.
Be sure to eat well.
We'll see you soon, right?
If you don't come back, we'll find you there.
All right, it's
How
time.
are they not crying?
Yeah.
Aw, gotta go already?
We don't make the train schedule.
See you later, my dude!
I'll text you, okay?
Come on, sit down.
Why are they not in tears? Who are these people? They're just gonna keep having adventures without me. It's very rude.
You taught me to keep my head up, didn't you?
Told you I was coming with you. Ooh.
Take care.
What? Is it different if we're dating? Because I'm gonna lose it. Oh my god. She just said later. He's going back to the store where he got his track shoes. Oh my god. I don't know. I don't know if I could do this, y'all. I hope the last one is Yusuke in his painting. I would like to see what his next stride is without everyone. Especially they say everyone's moving on without him. Oh my god. And also Maruki as a taxi driver? Like, what are the odds? What are the chances? Oh, she wants the one that reminds her of Morgana. Oh no. Is it just gonna be... Is it just gonna be one single bird? He'll be fine. Oh. Now what is this one? Is this song different now? Oh man, when they make like the credits like an experience like this, you really just won't let me let it go. Nor do I want to though. It's so beautiful. And I'm literally like, I don't want to close it off. But I guess don't do this to me. Oh, it's so beautiful. But I guess this is the end of Persona 5. I keep like, you know, this game, they're always gonna play with your emotions, like, surely. And end game credits, right? Ask me about my new game now. Let's go right into it. Another one. What? Oh. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. I don't like that. So it's back. No, don't look at me like that. Don't get me excited. Okay, so officially, Persona is the rudest game that has ever existed. I cannot believe you just leave us off with that as the ending scene. Ugh, playing with the emotions too much. You know, I just looked at my hours. 150 hours of this game to complete it, and you're telling me that there is not one time that I wanted to stop playing it. Like, it was truly a ride from start to finish. I take that back. Okamura arc was almost losing me there for a second. I think y'all relate, but I cannot get over, like, there were so many things about this game that were so enjoyable, and I feel like it's not very often you have an experience where the game, looking into the details and the details of the game, are gratifying, like as they are at least in Persona 5. But you know, on that note, I am very excited to go on to the next adventure. This is truly my Persona brain rot era, and I just cannot believe it. But I feel like I gotta say, throughout this whole experience with this game, story-wise, like, my favorite thing was actually Ryuji, his whole arc, and he had so much redemption in his character as well, like, as far as, you know, what his motives were, and just him and like his acceptance of his fate, and then kind of he went full circle truly with his story. And it's interesting that with both him and Joker, their lives kind of get uprooted, and they reach a point where, you know, things can go very wrong, and then they pick up almost, you know, kind of where they started off, and it goes full circle for them. And I feel like that also for the royal content, it like really just emphasizes like the importance of that, of how, you know, you will find discomfort and there will be like unhappiness, but, you know, it's what you can take with that moment and just kind of find something in the future. Like, there's no reason to run from it. It's just so amazing how they were able to take that message with a addition to the game and just like kind of bring that home. And not only that, the royal content, it starts so early, and they're just like slowly feeding you all this stuff like from the beginning when you're in Sai's palace with Kasumi, and that's just art. That's like a masterpiece. It's amazing. So I would normally say that this would be it for Persona 5, but I do have might have some other videos, other ideas coming out in the next coming week. We'll take a break from this one, and then we'll pick up with a new series. One of the other Personas, there's probably a poll up right now on whether or not we should do 3 or 4. I'm gonna put it up to the fates being y'all, because I don't want to make the decision anymore. But anyways, it's very hard to say goodbye to this game, to this era. It's coming to a close, and I really appreciate you all for watching. Thank you so much, and as Sumire would say, take care. Nerd.